The Promise. Long before the roads were filled with cars and the nights were lit by electricity, there was a small Yoruba village surrounded by thick forests. In that village lived a young woman named Olorombi. She was beautiful, hardworking, and known for one thing. She desperately wanted a child. For years, Olorombi and her husband had prayed and waited, but every month brought the same disappointment. As other women in the village carried their babies, Olorombi watched from a distance, hiding her tears. One evening, after another painful day, Olorombi walked alone toward the forest. She had heard stories about an ancient Iroko tree deep inside the woods. The elders warned people never to go near it after sunset. But Olorombi was desperate. She reached the enormous tree just as darkness began to fall. The wind suddenly became strangely quiet. Then Olorombi heard a voice. "Why have you come?" She looked around. Nobody was there. Her heart began to pound. "I want a child," she whispered. The voice came again. "You want a child badly enough to make a promise?" Olorombi hesitated. What kind of promise? The ancient tree seemed to move in the wind. Then the voice answered, "If your wish is granted, you must give me what I ask for when the time comes." Olorombi was frightened, but her desire to become a mother was stronger than her fear. "I promise." The moment she said those words, a powerful wind swept through the forest. The leaves shook violently. Then everything became silent again. Olorombi ran home without looking back. Days passed, then weeks, and one morning, something happened that she had almost stopped believing was possible. Olorombi discovered that she was pregnant. The entire village celebrated. Her husband was overjoyed. For the first time in years, Olorombi smiled without forcing it. But deep inside her heart, she remembered the Iroko tree. She remembered the promise. And as she placed her hand gently on her growing belly, a terrible thought entered her mind. What have I promised? Months later, Olorombi gave birth to a beautiful child. The village celebrated again. But on the night of the naming ceremony, Olorombi heard something outside her house. A deep sound, like someone calling her name from far away. "Olorombi." She froze. Her baby began to cry. Then the voice came again. "Olorombi." This time it was closer. She slowly walked toward the doorway. Outside, the moonlight revealed a figure standing at the edge of the village. The figure was facing her, and behind it stood the enormous shadow of an Iroko tree. Olorombi's face went pale. She suddenly remembered the promise she had made, and then the figure spoke. "You asked for a child." A pause. "Now it is time to pay." To be continued.